Hiya! Today I'm going to share with you a small clip on my ocean pouring process, and if you'd like to follow along, I have listed the materials you'll need. Once you've taped up the edges of your cradle board, you're ready to begin mixing your colours. Each colour I used is mixed at approximately 1 part paint to 3 parts pouring medium. I add a spoon of water to loosen the mix if it's needed. You want the paint to be the consistency of somewhere between melted ice cream and pouring cream, so it moves around easily but doesn't go straight off the edges when you move the board. I start by pouring the ocean colours, starting with the darkest colours first. I like to make sure that the colours go down in a haphazard kind of fashion so that it gives me the best effect at the end. You need to determine where you're going to have the sand so that you leave that space. Once the ocean colours are on, I start putting in the white and burnt sienna for the sand. Use the torch to burst any bubbles that appear on the surface of the paint. Then I move the paint around, tilting the board, blending some of the colours together. I use a palette knife to swipe. This helps to create some cells by mixing the colours. It's the Floetrol that makes the cells happen. I haven't added any silicone or any other additive. It's just paint, Floetrol and a little bit of water. While you're mixing all of these colours, you want to use your torch just as necessary to burst any bubbles that come to the surface. You need to make sure that you don't get too close and never ever stay still in one place with the flame, otherwise you'll burn the paint and there's no way to save it if you've done that. You just continue moving the paint around until you get the ocean looking the way that you like it. Any shape that you like you can leave alone, and you can work on other parts of it that aren't quite making you happy. And then we pop in the white paint in a line for the waves or the sea foam. You're going to move that around, use the torch. And then we're going to use the straw and we're going to blow the white paint over the top of the sand, and then turning the picture around and blowing it back up over the water. And this makes it look like you've got the waves coming into the shoreline. If you want to add more waves to the scene, you can add extra lines of white in the ocean and just repeat the process using the straw or even just moving it around with a palette knife. Make any adjustments until the picture that you're looking at makes you happy. Fill in any bits that you've messed up. It's very forgiving. Once you make sure that all of the surface has got paint on it, it's all finished. It'll take at least 2 to 3 days to dry, so don't try and take the tape off until it's fully dry. So you can see I'm just going over one more time with the little torch just to make sure that there's no bubbles. The leftover paint will keep for a day or two if I want to make another painting, and my stirrer sticks I actually wipe off and dry on the plastic sheet and use again. Anyway, I hope that you've enjoyed watching this. If you make one, let me know, tag me, and I will talk to you all again soon.